Hey, what up, man? Welcome. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, YouTube. Shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to all of my, the normal guys that drop in, guys and gals that drop in. I got a good fucking stream for you today. This is like the fourth time that I started it over because each time I came across something that was better, and I was like, you know what? I want to give you the best fucking performance that I can, right? The best presentation. So check this shit out, right? Keep in mind, don't forget only 9% NINE percent of black women make 75,000. Only 9. So that means 91% make less than 75 grand, right? So I want you to look at these two examples right here and seriously think about what the hell they're telling you. Let me run this down real quick. Run that down. Check this shit out. I'm gonna show you this chick right here in Atlanta. We're gonna start with her. All right. On your screen, the woman in the yellow, she's gonna run down how much she spends monthly on her fucking bills, right? Now, this picture that you see right next to it, right next to her, this picture right here, this woman right there, she is a mom of 3. Okay. Now, honestly speaking, guys, a mom of 3, what luck do you think she's gonna have in finding a guy that's gonna swoop in and take all of these problems off her fucking plate? Because that's what they want. It's a business, right? There's no love for you guys. I'm sorry. Love days is over. They don't even make love music anymore. Okay. The last love songs was fucking Jodeci and Drew Hill and uh 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 Boys to Men, Brian McKnight, Anthony Hamilton. That's it. Anthony Hamilton was probably the closest. Right. So now listen to this shit.
As an unmarried mother of 3 living in the city of Atlanta, let's go over exactly how much it costs to live. Number 1, you have rent. That's approximately $2,800 a month. Then you have your utilities, which includes gas, light, water, and internet. All that totals to about $600 a month. Next, I have our cell phone bills. That ends up being about $250 a month. My personal car note is $800 a month, and I pay about $200 a month for insurance. I don't normally add in my other 2 car payments because those are work vehicles. Those pay me while I pay them, so we'll just leave that out. My children's homeschool and extracurricular activity fees ends up being about $300 to $400 a month. It also costs me about $250 a month to get their hair done. We spend about $200 to $250 a week for groceries. For clothing, we don't shop every month. We get things on sale in off season, so I would say probably at an average about $100 a month. I use a nanny for childcare, which is about $900 per week. Included in that cost is also housekeeping. I spend about $600 a month on hair, nails, and routine beauty treatments like massages or waxes. Medical insurance as a self-employed woman is about $800 a month. I mainly work from home, so gas is about $50 a week. For entertainment, we probably spend anywhere between $500 and $1,000 a month. That includes all our Netflix subscriptions, all our fees to go to the Y and those types of things as well. Our dog requires about once a month grooming. That's about $80. So my total monthly expenses for personal, not including my business, is around $5,500 a month. So excuse the fuck out of me if I choose not to deal with a dude who can only pay the light bill.
All right. Ooh. You go, girl. You go. All right. Now look. First of all, she can't fuck now. She said 5,500, right? 12,680. How the hell can you miscalculate that fucking bad? That's one. 12,680. So that means a month times that by 12 is $152,000. All right, 152,000. Now, if you add, let's say 32% tax to that, you have to make $200,000 a year. You got to make $200,000 a year. Okay, just to live like that in Atlanta. Okay, now a woman like this with 3 fucking kids. Okay, if you were to come in and do 50-50, that means you're taking $6,000 off of her fucking plate. And you know what? That's not good enough. They don't want 50-50. They want you to pay the whole 12 grand, right? For a bitch with fucking 3 kids. That's why I put that picture up there so you can see, yeah, she got 3 fucking kids. So you coming in and taking half of that pressure up off of her isn't good enough. That's what these broads are saying, bro. Right? All of this shit, them trying to live good and do this and all this other shit is cap, bro. And I want to show you something in her comments, right? 'Cause her math was hella off. Right now, where is it? 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 Where do you see this shit here? This girl says, that's a lot. Are you sure a man isn't a plan? Question mark with 2 laughing emojis. She said, the plan? No, right? So here she says, correct me if I'm wrong. This video was very intriguing, but I calculated $12,430. Am I tripping? Did I hear wrong? She says, my math was wrong. She admits that her fucking math was wrong. She admits her math was wrong. Now, my point to this is it's a business, dog. You got to stop going in there thinking she's going to love you. Especially in a city like Atlanta or Miami or New York or anywhere. There's no love for you, right? So for her to even talk to you, for you to even qualify for a broad that has 3 kids, you got to make $200,000. You listen to this Kendra G shit. Now these bitches, remember when they first started, when Kevin Samuels was out, first it was 6 figures, it was 100,000, blah, blah, blah. These bitches are up to 200,000, right? They don't want to pay no bills. They want you to pay all the bills. Let me show you another broad real quick. Where was that at? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a guy who he's like a car guy, right? And he has this young lady come up, and she wants him to do her a favor. She don't even know this nigga. He has a like a fee, right? Like a consultation fee. You want to talk to him, see if you can work it out. Boom, $49.99. He got a $50 fee, right? You know how Kevin Samuels used to say, book a session. Well, she had to book a session. So let's see if she booked a session.
To go buy a car that you had repossessed from the auction to sell it back to you?
Yeah, so hello.
Hey Melissa, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer from social media.
Oh, hey, Yusuf. I had you called. I know you go to the auctions, and I was going to book a call with you, but I didn't want to pay the $49 if I really couldn't get, what I needed to get.
Okay.
I had a 2018 Mercedes E400, and it got repoed back in November. And from your videos, I remember that you go to the auctions and buy repo cars. And I wanted to know if you could possibly assist me with getting it back.
Wow. Okay, so why did it get repossessed? I'm sure you fell behind, but I mean, any particular reason? Did you?
Now, let me give you the lineup. She's thinking if she could get this guy to be stupid enough to go to the auction and buy her car and resell it to her, then she'll just owe him the money, right? Right? And then, you know, if he gets it, he gets it, right? Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
You have a job issues, what happened?
Yeah, so I lost my job. So I fell behind on some payments for 7 months. And now I'm getting back to a good spot. I was living in Miami, which obviously like expensive. But I just moved back to Atlanta with my mom, so I'm kind of getting more financially stable.
Kinda.
Right
Okay.
now.
Wait a minute. So you said you fell back on some payments. 7 months is not some payments. Do you have a job right now?
I do not currently have a job right now. But
So how do you have the money to pay for this car if I sell it back to you?
So I just recently got a check from the insurance company for an accident I was involved in about 3 months ago, I think it was. So I want to use that money to get my car back.
Do accident checks come in that fast? I don't know. Especially like I know if your car was totaled, you know what I'm saying? Boom, you get a check. But I know like you get a check you know, maybe a month, maybe. If the car was not totaled. I don't know. Let's see.
And then, you know, I can get a job and work on my payments and stuff. I'm applying, you know, for jobs and stuff now.
I'm not laughing at you, but wait a minute. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds a little bit absurd. You got your car repossessed back in November. You want me to buy it back. You don't have a job. You're using the money that you got from an insurance payout to get the car back so you can get mobile and get a job, correct?
Correct.
You don't think that's a little bit backwards?
No, I mean, I'm just trying to think ahead. You know, I said I'm actively applying to jobs, but I know I need a car to get from point A to point B. So why not start by trying to get my car back?
Chris, how much were you paying a month for the Mercedes?
I was paying about $1,300 a month.
$1,300 a month.
That means she went in there and was fucking fiending. That means she went in there fiending. She needed that fucking E class. And it's an E class. It's not even an S class. She went in there with the ass right at the damn table where they about to fucking write the shit. She just bent over and just let the nigga clap the cheeks for that shit. Cause you were fiending for that shit. $1,300 a month. She must have been like a fucking bottle girl or some shit. Some shit. Because she can't find a job now, which means she doesn't have any skills. So in Miami, she was doing some shit. She got fired. Right? She hasn't paid. She fell behind 7 months. After 2 months, they put out a repo notice on your fucking car. Okay? 60 days, they coming to get their shit. Some of them is 30 days. They'll come and get their shit. So that means she was hiding from these niggas for 60 days. In the 2018, they got a GPS in that bitch. They got GPS in that bitch. They know where their car is at. So she must have been hiding that shit in somebody's fucking garage or some shit like that.
That is insane. Okay, $1,300 a month. What was do you remember like the specifics of the loan? What was your interest like and all that?
Yeah, my interest was like 22%. Also hoping like, you know, if I get it back, I could possibly like refinance it or something and get the interest to go down.
What's your credit? What's your credit score right now?
It was a 560, but since I'm working on, you know, building up, it's like a 590 right now.
And there's a lie. You got a repo on your record. There's no way your shit will go from 7 months of missed payments from a 560 to a 590. That don't happen.
No.
How much money do you have down?
0, but I would at least be willing to put like the $1,300 down that I have for my monthly payment.
You don't think you should take that insurance payout, buy a cheap cash car, get your money up, find a job, take advantage of living at home with your mom and then come back to me and like, Yusuf, you know what? I'm in a better position. You actually have a job, you have better credit, and then we can get you into a different car with a lot cheaper payment?
No, not really. I kind of really, like I said, I value the cars that I drive, and I really like that car. So my goal is to get that car back. And then, like I said, I'll have my car, work on my job. I'm going to get a job, and then go from there.
I think your priorities are all wrong. The reason why I called you is because you were very adamant and messaging me multiple times. So that's why I decided to call you.
I mean, I appreciate it, like your advice and everything, but I was really only looking to get your help and find my car back. Like, that's really what I want. So
It's all about what the fuck she wants. Yeah. I appreciate all. Listen, I just want you to get my shit back. That's all I want.
I got you. I mean, but you don't think you're gonna put yourself in a bad position? I'm just telling you, reminding you that if I buy it back, there's no chance you'll get approved for it. And even if you were approved for it, you're gonna be still at a high interest loan, paying over $1,000 a month for a car you don't have a job for that had a recent repossession.
No, I mean, like, I can have a job by the time we go through this whole process. Like I said, I'm actively applying.
But you haven't had a job for the last year, correct? That's why you moved from Miami to Atlanta?
Yeah, the job market is hard, but in Atlanta, there are more opportunities. Hence why I moved.
I got you. I don't feel like you're really trying to hear what I'm saying, right?
Not really.
Wow.
I just wanted your help with that one thing, but
I
it seems
got
like
you.
you're really not trying to help me.
Yeah, for this you should have booked it. For this you should have booked the time with me and paid the $49 so I could feel better for saying no. But even if I were, I wouldn't be able to do that because you're gonna be in the same spot now, and that's that.
All right, it's cool, whatever. It's a waste of time.
Yo, Gus. Yo, did you just hear this whole thing, bro?
Yeah, I did.
Bro, she just hung up on me.
They asked me the same thing on TikTok.
Bro, post it. Yeah, go post it. Yeah.
Call them?
Yeah, call them, post it. That's crazy, bro. Yo, the audacity, the entitlement.
Yeah. That's wild.
So these broads are down bad. That's why they want a nigga with that 200K, 250 and up, because they want somebody to supply this fucking lifestyle. Now, here's the problem: you supply lifestyle for this bitch. When they ready to go, they just gonna go. You just threw money away. For an average guy to get with a chick, all of my consistent watchers, they know we broke down the numbers. It's around 20 it's $20,000+ a year just to be average and take this broad out twice a month. You know what I'm saying? You get paid twice a month. You take out on a $300 date twice a month. That alone, taking a bitch on a date for a year, twice a month alone is $7,200. Then you throw in the Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthday, what was it? Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthday, anniversary, vacation, miscellaneous money. That should go up to 20. I think it was like 21 and some change, bro. Bitch with you 1 or 2 years, then she goes to the next nigga. Women are able to do these things because one day they expect to not pay for shit. Right? So while you're out there shelling out your fucking cash, these bitches is spending on their shit on what the fuck they want. Now, like the woman with the 3 kids, if you go to her and you say, you know what, I know you got 3 kids, I like kids, I like you, I'll take half of this off of your plate. She could be saving $6,000. That's not good enough. Right? So there's a plethora of information out here. When we talk about people like Travis Hunter, the whole Travis Hunter thing, right? There was somebody else who also went through some shit similar. For example, Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, he was with this girl. They broke up. I think it was 2017, 2018, December. She decided, okay, I'll get back with you. Right? It's funny, around Christmas time, he probably went all out, got her back. 2021, she still files for a divorce. Right? So the thing though is he had a prenup. Right? So he's paying He said he should pay like 15 grand a month. She's like, nah, I want like 30 to 60. Bitch, what? Listen, let me tell you something, man. These broads have no talent, bro. They have no talent. They're on there. This lady, she's on there selling all kinds of shit. She's selling all kinds of shit to get that fucking 13,000 a month, bro. She's on fucking TikTok and YouTube and doing this and doing that. Listen, man, they're busting their ass. They're breaking their backs to get this fucking money. That's why they want you. Right? Let me show you this real quick. There's a series called Ready for Love. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a show called Ready for Love, and I want to show you real quick this guy. Everything's going great with this couple. They take like 20 people, 10 men and 10 women. They throw them together, and they're like, all right, you guys date everybody, and hopefully you'll find a connection with one of these people, and then hopefully that'll turn into love, right? Okay. Well, here's the problem with dating more than one person at one time. That whole theory of bitches saying, yeah, you should date as many people as you can, and this and that doesn't work. Because you never really build a real connection with somebody because you're constantly thinking about the other person. So you're missing shit that with this person, right? You're not able to concentrate on this person. And then for a guy, how fair is that for you to be taking this bitch out, courting her? You're courting a bitch, and then she's going out with another guy a day later, maybe even that same day. Yeah, bitches do that. They'll go out with a date with you. They don't even like you. They'll go out with a date with you for the free food, for the fucking experience, and all that shit. So don't be swindled by this shit. Look at this here. Check this out. I put this together specifically to show you guys this shit. Let me get this out the way. So this is one of the guys and one of the girls from the show.
It's about, I know you like wine.
I do.
We got some Sauvignon Blanc.
That'll work.
Oh, damn.
So we should toast to something cool.
To just a successful date and a beautiful day with dope company.
Absolutely, and a wonderful surprise. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Cheers to the mountains in Houston.
And to new beginnings.
Okay.
Right. So they're having a
I did want
connection.
to kiss Naya today. The first time when we clinked and we leaned in, like, I started to go for it, but then someone was like, nope, Chris, hold on. Not yet. Don't seem too thirsty. I don't know if I asked you, how you feel about kids?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love them. That's my main number one thing right now, cultivating myself to get prepared for that. And I don't have that much time, so.
Me too. I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
I want kids.
Okay. How many?
Maybe 3?
3? Okay.
I think 3 is a
I
good
mean, you're
number.
extremely youthful and fun, so, I don't think that would be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Who's going to pay for those kids? You got to think about that. Now, in her head, she's thinking that, he's going to pay for everything.
I really, really am.
That's right.
So I'm open, I'm ready.
I can't with you.
Give me a hug. This is incredible. It was perfect, more than perfect. This conversation is magnetic. But I don't want to do too much now because I'm like, I want to go out again. Tonight.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more. I can't wait
Yeah.
till more. We're gonna cheers to an amazing date.
And I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to come.
Tell me more.
And many more.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
You don't think you were
More.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So, boom. They're connecting. Shit's great. Blah, 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 blah. Now, look, they took them to a part. So they get to a part now. One of the things was the guy had him. They say, you know what? If you're really connecting with this guy, the person they're connecting with, one of the steps is they got to meet one of your friends. Now they got to meet one of your friends or your family members, because that's a big step when you feel someone is a good fit for you, to meet your family and see what they think. So this is what happened, right? When he met one of her family members.
So what's your thought on finances?
Everything. I just realized like God spoke to my spirit.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn, they played me. See, that's what happens, right? They hold on. They're trying to put the commercials in. Right? They can't put the commercials in because I got the premium shit, so they blocked the commercials. All right, here we go.
Let's do it.
Kiki.
Yikes. So what's
They're
your
out
thought on
there
finances?
playing chess.
I think that's a conversation that, one would have. I think, we split the mortgage. I would take water.
You see how they're looking at him? Split the mortgage. Split the mortgage.
We split the mortgage. I would take water, cable, internet. Maybe she handles the car insurance.
So it's about splitting everything.
Being partners with it.
She ain't like that, Papa. Split the mortgage. The car note. I gotta pay something?
Insurance.
So it's about splitting everything.
Being partners with it.
Let's see here.
I'm not intimidated by a strong woman. I mean, I know she make more than me because, ain't no money in radio. She ain't no money in radio. I do this for the love. You know what I'm saying?
That.
And so.
You heard him. He says, yo, I do this for the love. There ain't no money in radio. I'm not rich like that. But we have a connection. What about the connection?
I have no problem with falling back and letting her shine. I know my place.
I've had some unfortunate situations happen as far as not having successful pregnancies. And I don't want to carry again and have to be concerned with finances. So that literally is something that I have to think about when I'm dating.
She don't want to have to pay for shit. I get it. You have a child and you don't want to be worried about paying things. Do you think the man wants to worry about that too? If we work together, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. Shorty that got the $12,000 a month shit. Man comes in, he says, I'll take half of that. That's not good enough. You saw the other video, the woman with the 3 kids, right? Where's it at? Wrong shit. The woman with the 3 kids, where we had that at, right? You got 3 kids. I come in and take care of the shit. No, that's not good enough. She has 1, I believe, right? But she wants to have 3 more, so that'll be a total of 4. So he's going to be taking care of the kids she already has, and then giving birth to 2 or 3 more, and taking care of everything. She wants an easy life. My question is this: why you? Why do you deserve an easy life?
But as far as when you see yourself as a husband, what are the things you look forward to giving and being to your wife or to the household?
My role is to fill in and step up where you see the gaps.
So you think the leader fills in the gaps, or the leader makes it done and the woman comes in to help fill in the gaps?
What I thought it was a.
Now, there's many different takes on this, but one of the takes I want to bring to your attention, right, is this. There is, let me pull it up. There's something called household income, right? There was a study done on Duke University, right? And Duke University holds the most shares of students from the top 1%. Okay. So I want to pull that up real quick. These are the Brads and Beckys and the Mailings and Chow Mings and shit, right? So they get together, right? This is Duke University shit right here, right? Duke University came in number 20 right here. If you look at where I highlight, came in 20th out of 2,395 colleges in the share of students from the top 1%. That is families who made $630,000 or more per year. So when we look at where black people are at, we're on the fucking bottom of the economic chart, right? And our women want to sit home and do nothing, right? But when you look at everyone else who is above, what are they doing? They're working together. So you mean to tell me people who are working together could come in and make five times what we make versus us coming in and you could sit home and do nothing. Don't worry about it. I got everything. And they're no place near $630,000. So my question is this: $630,000, you could have everything that lady was talking about, right? The nannies, the this, the that, the housekeeping, all of that shit, working together. But this chick, like this one right here, she wants this guy to come in and take care of everything. Why? Because I don't know. For some reason, black women especially feel like they don't have to, or they shouldn't have to contribute to anything. They should just be. They should just be there.
Partnership, because that's the type of man I am. I mean, it's been like that throughout my entire life, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's 2020. Some women may want to contribute instead of having the man, you know, do it all because they are so empowered. But I could definitely tell that the tide had changed. Like, the energy just didn't feel the same.
So that connection is broken now. All of these things, they connected on this, and they connect in the show. If you watch the show, I can't play you the whole shit because it'll be boring, right? I mean, it's a great show, but you don't want to see that in this video. But they had a wonderful connection. Oh yeah, I do this. Oh yeah, I like that too. And this is all of the great shit. Oh my God, I want to go on another date tonight. Oh my God, right? But when a nigga says, yo, we could, split shit down the middle, instead of paying $3,000 a month, you could pay $1,500. I'll pay $1,500. She's like, no, they don't want that. So look at how she treats him afterwards.
Man, well, I'm gonna get on out. Let y'all,
You leaving?
Talk
Okay,
and
okay.
have some girl time, cousin sister time.
I'm so glad y'all met.
It's nice to meet you.
Y'all met. I'll see you later.
I really, 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 really feel like that didn't go over well.
We don't split no mortgage. Are you crazy? That's your job. I don't need to worry about how all of the bills are going to get paid when I'm trying to carry a baby.
We'll figure these things
Who
out.
gonna how?
We'll
He's
figure
supposed
it
to
out.
figure it out.
But you make your own money, so don't stress.
I can't make it if I
But don't stress on that though right now.
I have to.
You're moving too fast, cuz. You're moving too fast. You
I
jumping
don't
the
like
gun.
those answers.
So
How's your relationship with your baby's mom?
Co-parenting isn't
So
the
we
easiest
saw
thing.
that, right?
We weren't actually together. I was just.
Naya,
Oh,
and I met her cousin.
Oh.
But I dropped the ball though on one answer.
What was that?
The finance, like, what you gonna, take care of, and I'm all over the place. I'm like, she take care of the utilities, or we split the mortgage or whatever, and then, like, once I thought about that, like, Nah, that's not
the right answer.
Yeah, that's not the right answer because a man is going to take care of the
Right.
mortgage, you know.
Well, I think it's just setting the expectations from the beginning.
Right.
You know, it may come off like, oh, well, girl, he's not gonna pay these bills. He's gonna expect you to
Right,
go
right.
half on everything, and you gonna have to go half on dinner, half
Right.
on
Oh
this,
my God.
half
No,
on
no, no.
no. And I
Absolutely.
know
I could
that's
definitely
not. I know that's not
Yeah.
true, but people make assumptions, right?
Yes.
So I think it's important to set those expectations from the beginning.
Joy and I have known each other
right.
since 2000.
So the girl Joy, that's his homegirl, right? So they tried to give him some. Hold on. Now, this is another guy. Watch how she treats this guy.
Today in order to see how I felt about Chris.
You want some champagne?
Sure. How day? Hey.
What's going on, supermodel?
How's your day been? You look good. So I did need the date today in order to see how I felt about Chris.
You want some champagne?
Sure. However, Mr. Edwin, I haven't really had too many in-depth conversations, but it's like a little something. I feel like I may need to explore this option as well. You know, had Chris come out, meet my cousin. Them family members don't play.
They were giving it to him?
There's some things got put on my mind immediately. And so one of the questions that I asked, and I'm gonna see how you answer it.
Dun, dun, dun.
We know that men protect and provide.
Correct.
Like, for you, what does that look like as far as your role? How do we handle the home finances?
If I'm getting ready to take upon a wife, I feel like I want to be able to financially be able to make sure that things are taken care of and everything is good and you don't have to worry about that.
Edwin was right there, pulled up, and all of my concerns were soothed in a matter of 5 minutes.
I firmly believe that we have to have multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
I know women that will say it's a man's responsibility to take care of this. Is he in a position to be able to do that? If he is, great.
But that's so cool that you recognize.
Now, she totally ignored that shit. If he is in a position to do that, then great. But if he's not, if he can only come with half of that, or with the half of that, you don't want any of it.
I think that's like amazing. That is a turn on to me. For me at this juncture, I need something already solid because I'm trying to have some babies and I don't have that much time. So, I mean, if I had to choose one right now, I would choose Edwin. But we'll see if Edwin's gonna choose me.
Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, I get caught up in the idea of thinking that I can do everything.
What do I need to do to cater to you?
Now they cut that part, right? But we're gonna talk about that. Why him saying, you know what, I get caught up sometimes thinking that I could take care of everything, right?
I get caught up in the idea of thinking that I can do everything.
What do I?
Now, what happens if you can't do everything? They didn't go into that, right? Maybe at this point, because every man comes across what I call a financial bump or financial storm. When you go through that financial storm, and that change fucking comes flying out of your pocket, man, then what? See, and I'm not going to take credit for what I'm about to say. There's a guy, they call him smart guy, right? And this guy smart brought up a beautiful explanation to this. He said, you want a man to be a provider and a protector, right? But you got to watch the woman that you pick to provide and protect for, because some women, if you try to provide for them, they're like wasting your resources. If you come across that financial bump, she done fucked up the damn resources. She's going to spend. She's not thinking about trying to fucking save or think for the next day, because she feels that that's your job. What did she say? That's for him to worry about, right? So you got to think about this type of shit, man. You're going to get with a girl who's going to leave at the drop of a dime. Why would you waste your time and resources on that? Why would you waste your time and resources on somebody that's going to give up on you when times get hard? Is that what you're paying for? There's nothing worse than thinking you're about to lose your job. And because you're about to lose your job, you're like, damn, not only am I going to lose my job or my resources, I'm also going to lose my family. I'm also going to lose the woman that I love. That's why I say, you don't be out here loving these bitches like that. Women are showing themselves to be accessories. Okay, that's what they're showing themselves. They're like the watch or the fucking chain or an expensive car, luxury item. That's what they're exposing themselves to be. So if that's what they are, that's how you should treat them. Right? So let's see what else.
I need to do to cater to you.
Prior to this journey, I told myself I got to commit to the enjoyment of self-care. And
I mean, that's not all. That's where somebody comes in.
Yeah.
They have to do it for you, and they got to make sure, baby, let me do your manicure. And
you're gonna make me fall asleep with you rubbing my neck like that right now. Like, all we need is some hot baby.
Then those scalp massages I do.
Ooh, scalp massage, that'll put me to sleep.
Like, let me see. And like,
you keep playing, I'm gonna lay my head in your bosom in a second and just fall asleep. You think I'm playing? Scalp massages will put me to hell asleep.
Yeah, I get it. Come
on. See that?
She caught me off guard with it.
Oh.
Naya has kind of flipped the script on Chris. And I was actually surprised.
Oh, Lord, where the Ritz-Carlton at?
He saw that. He saw how she, like you said, Naya flipped the script on Chris. So, of course, he's going to keep that in the back of his fucking mind.
But,
we're going through an emotional roller coaster in the sense it's definitely going to change things. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, Lord, okay.
You see that? This is a good guy.
Oh, that's so funny.
This is so funny because he knows. He knows, yo, that's the same thing for me. That's what he's saying. That's the same thing for me. If I come across the financial shit, she gonna start bitching. She's gonna go to the next nigga who's gonna be able to do this and do that. And then when he's back on the come up, then what? So you don't waste it. Like, yo, if you could get a refund of all the fucking money you spent dealing with a broad, wouldn't that be great? To them, they're just taking. They're taking. You can't give any more. I'm gonna go to the next one. And he's like, oh, that's so funny. He's like, yo, she flipped the script on this nigga. Everybody knew. You watched this show. Everybody knew that her and the guy Chris were getting extremely close. And now, because he said, he ain't gonna pay all the bills. Now she over here kissing and rubbing this nigga head. You see that shit? You see how they do? So let's see how it turns.
Oh, Lord, okay, you can't be doing that.
Watch this.
Why you all that? I'm silly, man.
Yo, this broad is crazy. This broad right here, she fucking nuts.
What's up, you? You good?
There you go. I'm the fucking man. Why you act like D? Why you all that? I'm silly, man.
Check this out.
I'm so glad that I see you now. I want to make something clear earlier with Kiki when asking about, the financial part, to immediately correct that part. Because, of course, a real man takes care of the house. And so, splitting the mortgage 50-50, no, of course not. Like, you don't want no roommate.
Now, he's talking all this shit. He done spoke to his girlfriend, his homegirl, and he's like, yeah, all right, so let me go tell her that I'll pay everything now. And she's like, nah, nigga, it's too late. I done spoke to other dude, And dude said, yeah, he gonna pay all this shit. So she don't even give a fuck. Look at how she treat this nigga. She's a disgusting bitch. And this is what's out there.
I got to thank Joy and Simone and Alex for being there and navigating me in the right direction.
Well, at the same time, though, you know, of course it's a conversation. Well, it is a new day. Women are empowered, and I have dealt with women who don't want a man to do, you know, for them, and they want to handle, you know,
They
their
crazy
own
as hell.
things.
Now you're entitled to how you do things in your opinion.
Well, I did say it wrong. You know how I roll. I wanted to clear that up.
Okay. I would love to have 35,000 more talks with Edwin. A lot of this stuff is learned behavior, but you didn't have the opportunity to have that kind of chance to learn. You don't know what you don't know.
Normally, Naya and I have really good, deep, meaningful conversations, but something just seemed off. I mean, we weren't on the same wavelength as we had been throughout this entire time.
It's time to
Like I said, man, they ain't on the same wavelength. Because there's a new nigga over there that she's saying, you know what, this dude, he told me he was gonna pay all this shit. So yeah, she different now. She acting different. She acting cold. And this is how these bros be moving in relationships with y'all, with us. When they start acting different and all that shit, pick up on this.
ask the hard questions. Well, you know what, I guess I'll figure out and do what I gotta do.
I guess I'll figure it out and do what I gotta do. Do what I gotta do. That bitch said, all right, well, I guess I'll just figure out and do what I gotta do. Put her head down and continue eating. Right? Now,
It's so important to me that Morgan is here. Morgan is like my go-to girl. She got my back through everything, especially in relationships. She's always my girl. Stay with me. I know. I need you to stay forever. So I'm so excited to
Personality, but there were people that wanted to connect with you, and it just didn't happen because all your focus was on Naya. And so, you know, at the end of the day, like, the consensus was that you weren't ready to love.
So they're telling him, you know, he could get his walking papers because he spent all of his time connecting with that chick, right? Who only had one thing in mind. Are you going to pay all the bills? And now the other women get to vote should he stay or not. Well, they didn't spend any time with him. They didn't really get to like him like that. They didn't get to know him because he'd been up around this other bitch. And the girl that he was around is like, well, he ain't gonna pay the bill, so I don't need it. So now he's about to get kicked off the show.
And that breaks my heart because I know you are.
That you know, it's messed up.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. C'est la vie. That's the way it goes. But you know.
Yeah. But I think you would rather hear from me because you know I love you.
Yes.
Like, love
For real, like if
you know?
if this was Naya sitting here, I'd be
you wouldn't. I don't think you would have wanted to hear it from Naya, you know. And I'm not gonna let anybody do that to you.
I was thinking that maybe, just maybe, I might have found something true and solid, and it's just gonna get better as it grows.
Nah, man, you don't get love. It ain't about love, dog. Ain't nothing about no solid nothing. Ain't none of that, bro. You see this shit, guys?
But unfortunately, that one answer cost me everything.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
I'm gonna take a little break from trying to find love right now. I need a little me time to get over this. You know, I gotta heal first before I can move on.
But, you know, I know my queen is going to come along.
There's no queen, bro.
Next time on Ready to Love.
My sexual chocolate yoga.
There is no queen out there, bro. It's none of that for you, champ. Right? Now I want to show you how the guys react to this. Let me see. Season 2, episode 7. All right, so let me see something.
Keep it cute. I think Adriana is actually trying to get up under my skin. Y'all messy. You need to know your place.
I'm not a mind reader.
Nobody else mattered to me.
We've seen a little energy shift.
All right, season 2, episode 7. Let me see if it comes out real quick. Let me see. There you go, yeah. All right, good. You hear this shit? You see this shit? The motherfucking nerve. Just like the bitch on the phone with the car. Yeah, I was just calling because, I want you to help me do this. This is what I want, right? This bitch got the nerve to try to reach out to him. Like, yeah, so, you still gonna help me out with this podcast? And look at this shit.
All of those.
There's no love for you out there, fellas. It's all about business, right?
I'm locked and loaded on her.
Yeah, we can a little closer.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Simone.
So these ladies think that they could do shit to a man. Men, look at what you did to that nigga. Why'd you leave him? Nah, cause he ain't want to get my hair done or my nails done. Men look at that shit like, oh, this bitch, she just want, you know what? If I feel like it, I could smash, I just get her hair done, whatever, what I'm saying, get the pussy in her mouth. She's not worthy of staying with long term. All right?
With Denise, what do you like about her? What are her good qualities?
Oh, man, shit.
Calfani, little men, period. We like to feel freedom. Right. Even deal with that. Sounds like you know who you are. As always, be honest.
And we've had some very, very intense and tough.
Right here. Aggressive.
Yeah. Was here. He was almost professing his. Honestly, when we're in the man cave and we're talking,
Don't give a fuck, bro. They listen, they don't operate like that, bro. They don't operate like that. If he was kind of professing his love to you. You saw that fake ass look. Fake ass look.
there was a situation where you asked about how you are.
These words that she's using, grown man and all this type of shit. So now she's taking shots. So you're not a grown man in her eyes unless you're paying all of the bills. This is the type of women you need to stay away from. Okay?
Then we talked about.
I'm going to be aware of how I am with men. Calfani, well, yes, I want you.
A lot of people misinterpret the definition of narcissism, of a narcissist, right? And when you hear a motherfucker like that talk like that, I'm going to always make the best decision for Naya. They are lucky to be in the presence of me and and when you hear a motherfucker talk like I, me, putting themselves above here, and everyone else is down here, that's narcissistic, right? So, because women especially fuck up this definition. All right, so we're gonna go over this motherfucking definition real quick. A person
narcissist
who has excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. All right. People who have an unreasonable high sense of their own importance. They need to seek too much attention and want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. You see that? Okay. So she fits the description of a fucking narcissist. A lot of women, a man tells her no, and she's like, he's a narcissist. They don't even know what the fuck that word means. They ain't too bright. They don't know what that fucking word means. But they use it for every goddamn thing. It's stupid.
Next time on Ready.
So you see, these brothers are fucking rude as hell. From the woman on the phone with the fucking begging for help to get her fucking car back that she's trying to stunt in front in Atlanta with and was trying to stunt in Miami with. So this chick, oh, you're not gonna pay all the bills? Well then, all right, well, I got, that is narcissism. Okay. So I just needed you guys to see that. And I think they have a
Ready to Love.
He will.
This was what? Episode 7, I think 12. No, not 12. Damn, where is it? Let me see if I can find that shit, because that gives more insight as well at the end. I think this is it.
You and you coming for me.
It is what it is, boo.
I'm so tired of the lights.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this: when you're in a moment, I can only go.
Hit that mic. Please don't touch
Here
the
we
mic.
go.
Walking around the corner.
Watch
and not
this.
even G shit fit.
Around a little more.
Exactly.
I was somewhat.
All in and
From
just
day one. Wow.
There were people that wanted to connect with you, and it just didn't happen because all your focus was on Naya.
Mine is ticking, and I want a baby.
Who are you?
Me?
Here we go.
Naya, that's it.
I cannot deny the chemistry that is there.
Oh, I truthfully went on one of the most amazing dates. He has swag, and I like swag.
So you found your connection?
Well, that's new to y'all. That was never.
You see, so here we see clearly, bro. She was giving him all the fucking signs. They will give you all the signs, bro. You're the fucking one. You're the guy for the job. Yeah, it's all about you. And then you say one thing that they don't like, it's over. And this is how they operate in real life with you. You can't be pouring your emotions and falling in love. Yeah, they're pretty. They're pretty to look at. So is a fucking watch and chain, bro.
Before for us. So what's your thought on finances?
I think, we split the mortgage.
We don't split no mortgage. Are you crazy? That's your job.
If I'm getting ready to take upon a wife, I feel like I want to be able to financially be able to make sure that things are taken care of and you don't have to worry about that.
Edwin was right there, and all of my concerns were soothed.
Last time we were talking, you were gung-ho by Chris.
I wasn't never gung-ho about nobody. I don't know Chris. I was obliging his interests.
You were obliging his interest. Wow.
There were people meant to connect with you, and it just didn't happen because all your focus was on Naya.
Unfortunately, that one answer cost me everything.
And look, a true narcissist. She's like,
Chris.
She's like, Look at her face. Yeah.
Chris.
Yes, sir.
Was that hard to see? How does it feel to see Naya denying your chemistry?
That was shocking. But yeah, obliging his interest, that was a gut blow. I didn't know about the date with her and Edwin, so seeing the full-on lips, meanwhile I'm getting these petty ass pecks.
Wow.
I was like, oh.
Was anybody else surprised to see Naya acting like she didn't have a connection with Chris?
He was all in and
From
just,
day one.
Hearts in his eyes, everything. And I actually commented, Chris, I said, man, I appreciate the way that you have no problem engaging and being vulnerable. For him to go in like that, I admired it, just as his brother.
You know how guys, we're always kind of tough. We want to be tough and withhold our feelings about, women.
And you need to stay doing that. You need to continue to do that. Do not do anything else. Don't even let yourself get like that. You're letting yourself get, you're setting, before a woman leaves, she already left. You understand? She could have told you, y'all could have been sitting having fucking dinner, y'all could have went to y'all favorite restaurant, or y'all could have went to a diner. You could have had a great intimate moment. And she told you she loved you because you said it. But she already fucking left, bro. Some bitch is just waiting on the next argument. That's a fact. She'll be in your life, but she'll be waiting on the next argument to use that as an excuse to leave. Some will just be cut. Will cut you cold turkey like this, but they're all the same bitch.
And he shared that in a group of guys. I felt for him in that moment.
But at the same time, the beauty of this process was for us to date multiple people. So not saying he was wrong for having the feelings that he felt for Naya, but maybe he should have explored other options
Moved
as well.
around a little more.
Exactly.
I was somewhat shocked because I thought that they had a really good connection. But I also knew that day they had a conversation about the finances because Chris and I had talked about it. And so I knew whatever he had said had to be fixed with Naya.
Chris, are you actually clear on everything that happened?
I mean, yeah, I am. But that day was very emotional with me realizing that I fumbled the ball. Because I did like 3 confessions that day. Like I was emotionally like rattled and scattered.
Naya, you said you were not.
Niggas is in their 40s going through this shit. Niggas is in their 40s going through this shit. 30s, 40s, 50s. That goes to show you that there is no age bracket where it stops. It gets more intensified.
Interested in Chris.
Did I say that? No, I did
You were
not say that.
obliging his.
Rattled and scattered.
Naya, you said you were not interested in Chris.
Did I say that? No, I did
You were
not say that.
obliging his interest.
Absolutely.
Did he try to fix it?
He fixed it right away.
Okay.
And I think my energy shifted because I had others coming to me about something he and I had already fixed, and he went outside the house to still talk about it.
So is that where the tension came
That's
from?
where
That's
I
where
was
the tense
like,
responses
because I didn't want
came
to talk
from
about that in front of everyone. I wanted to talk with Chris like, baby.
She ain't want everybody to know what a piece of shit she is. She ain't want everybody to know what a piece of shit she is. That was it. She didn't get mad because, oh, you went and talked to people about it. Now, she didn't want people to know that she was cutting his ass off over money. Because she knows in her heart that that's a fucked up thing. You only using a man for his fucking money. That's all it is. If she didn't need money, do you think she would be on the show talking about find love? You can find love with niggas that make what you make and less. Come on, man. She was upset that he said something and everybody knows that she's a piece of shit.
Good, but I think it kind of shook him as well, because right after that, y'all had the conversation, and then here come me and this one hand in hand walking around the corner. And I even stopped. I was like, give me a minute. Chris, are you okay? Do you remember that? And you said, actually, I'm not.
Once it surfaced with Edwin, then this started to go down.
No, that had nothing to do. He can't change how I feel about him. He can't change how I feel about him.
How you feel about Edwin now?
We do communicate quite often.
Are you dating?
We've dated.
Dated is a dating. Is there a romantic interest?
I would still say yes. Let me be clear on this. Yes, I would still date both of them. My thing still stands the same. If you
This is a true narcissist to the definition. To the definition, to the T. I'm so glad I'm getting to show you.
ask me, I will oblige, and I will say okay with whoever asks. I am currently dating.
You're currently dating.
On the show, off the show, before the show, after the show.
Okay. All right, listen, when on this journey for love, it's natural to be emotional after being eliminated. Some people go home quietly, while other people go home with a bang. Naya is other people. But I'm about to show you Naya's exit with some never-before-seen footage. You're gonna want to sit down for this one.
The guys, we had a meeting. We talked about how you and Chris interacted.
Okay.
I was disappointed that that seemed to be the final straw with him. So for that reason, the guys have decided that you're not ready.
Okay. You could say it to the couch. That'll be messed up on your behalf.
You're just not ready to love.
Look at how she's looking
Thank you, guys.
while she's watching.
I love y'all.
How you feeling right now, Naya?
Grateful.
Why?
Because I get to go home. I've been in jail for like a few weeks. Okay, turn this off.
Real love, I don't know how to deal with those cameras. I mean, the mic. Please don't touch the mic because you know we can't have you guys.
If I press enough buttons, it'll come off. Because y'all not going to embarrass me. The advice that I have for the ladies is to ask the right questions right in the beginning so you don't waste a lot of time. Do they bathe every day? Do they get their prostate checked? Are their teeth real? Do they keep their teeth clean? Some of the men just aren't ready to be what I need in my life. I didn't like anyone through this process. I was never intrigued with Edwin. Chris, you know, those were his feelings. And hopefully he gets some.
She said, I was never intrigued with Edwin. Edwin is the guy that she went on a date with after him. And he said, yeah, man, a man's supposed to pay all the bills. Da, 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 da. She said, I was never intrigued with that nigga either. You see this shit?
Some help for that. Okay.
Come back in here.
To do what? No, my boyfriend meeting me in Atlanta, so.
So you came on the show with
I came on the show with lots of potentials already in store that already passed the test.
Why did you come then? Because it sounds like you knew you wasn't ready, you wasn't kind of open to this process.
No, I've always been ready. I'm ready. These 10 here weren't for me, but it's a few others that might be. We'll see.
Call on him. Rashid.
Oh, God. Yes.
You look stunned.
Man, what?
You talked to the couch?
I followed directions.
Naya, if I heard it correctly, you said you had a boyfriend in Atlanta?
Yeah, I was talking.
You was talking. Okay.
That's what it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm going out guns blazing.
All right. On a serious note, Naya, do you wish you would have handled this differently?
No way. I
The
handled it.
elimination part? I mean,
No.
What about you, Edwin? She said she wasn't.
She did that. What did they say? The narcissist. I'm gonna read it while we're looking at it. Unreasonable high sense of their own importance, lack of ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. Right? That's her.
Into you.
You know, I honestly, I'm gonna tell you like this. When you're in that moment, I could only go based off of the energy that was going on at that moment. So her and I had this discussion even after it, and I knowing the personality and the person that she is, even when it was said, I still know that it wasn't necessarily directed towards me. She could have said that all day long, but in the moment, I just know what we've shared. So it is what it is.
What's going on with you and Miss Naya?
We connected at the very start of this journey, so it's always been there. You know, since we've been back, we've dated, as she said, and we've had a great time. But it's just been one. You know, I'm now back in the flow of managing the business and also at the same time trying to, you know, focus on the self-care aspect of things that I needed to focus on with me personally.
You're still working on self.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys connected on the show and afterwards. Yeah. Chris, what's your takeaway experience from this, man?
Oh man, it was a great experience. I'm glad that I stepped outside the box to try to find love. It did make me realize that I am consistent in how I am in life. If it's work, I'm all in. Family, I'm all in. If it's somebody that I'm into, I'm feeling all my attention, I'm all in. So it was amazing. I mean, I didn't find the love, but you know, my queen out there waiting. You know, I'm not looking, but I'm here to be found.
You gonna find. They not gonna find you. He's seeking.
Out there
Look
waiting.
at this
You know, I'm not
bitch.
looking,
Look
but I'm
at
here
this
to be
bitch.
found.
You gonna find. They not gonna find you. He seeketh. The other way around, baby. We got to work on that.
I said, I'm not looking, but I'm here.
The other way.
Not looking, but I'm here to be found.
You gonna find. They not gonna find you. He seeketh. The other way around, baby. We got to work on that.
I said, I'm not looking, but I'm here to be found.
He's not looking, but he's here to be found. I like that. And you're very vulnerable. You'll open up.
I'd have cursed that bitch out, bro. I'd curse her out, man. I had to tell her, yo, you know what, man? You're a real shitty person. You don't gotta piggyback off of what the fuck I say, man. You nasty bitch.
Up to everything. So I'm proud of you. It's time for us to take another break. Coming up, comments were made that struck a nerve.
Nasty bitch. So that's it for the show, man. I'm about to pull this one to an end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you watched it all the way through. If you did, thank you. And I will holler at you on the next one. Peace.